Hi, my name is Ty Wheeler, and I'm talking about the dangers and the vigor of the sport of motocross. Nearly 500,000 major motocross-related injuries are treated in the United States annually. A large sum of this is 57,000 injuries are affected the lives of people under age of 19. From 2001 to 2018, there's been approximately 1,400 deaths riding motocross. And the reason why a lot of the people die is because you'll be racing and your adrenaline gets pumping and everything, and you wreck and you don't think you're hurt. Like you feel no pain. Like when I got my stitches in my knee, I felt no pain. I rode the rest of the day out. You know, when I broke my tailbone, rode the rest of the day out. And the reason why is because you think you're fine, and then when you slow down, you realize that you're actually hurt. And so people push through it and then realize that they're bleeding internally and then die. That's usually what happens. And what I stated previously on statistics of injury is acquired from motocross. It is astounding because the sport is not widely discussed or regulated, especially through the light of pretty much like television. People don't just talk about it on like ESPN or nothing like that. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for people to be aware of what the sport's all about. And I'm trying to bring that to your attention today. And then while the biggest dangers of the sport is just crashing, getting hurt because you go fast and you jump high, but also the physical state your body has to be in order to endure a beating of 30 minutes on one of these machines. But I'm going to show you how people get hurt. I kind of brought some props with me to show you because I've done it for like 6 years now. And this is what happens when you jump a jump and you come up short, and you kind of hit your face on the bars and break pretty much whatever hits your bars. And then this is what you wear around your neck to protect your neck. It goes right over the top like that. And what it does is it keeps your neck from going left to right with your helmet on. And what happens is if it goes too far right and it's such a big impact, it actually breaks your collarbone right here instead of your neck. And it's just like a safety feature. That's why you have your rubber right here to break your collarbone. And then this is your helmet. It has Kevlar in it, and they're really expensive. They're like $600, and it keeps your head from getting concussions. It's not 100% concussion proof, but it does its justice. And then this is like the boots you wear. As you can see, that's kind of what's on the bottom of your feet if you just wore normal shoes. And it gets your feet really tore up, and it protects your shins. And this is kind of the machine you ride. This thing weighs 230 pounds. This is a stock bike right here. It pushes 52.6 horsepower, and it goes to 2.3 lateral Gs. And then this one is my modded bike with my goggles on it, and that protects your eyes. And this runs about 2.65 Gs. It's 62 horsepower. That's what I race on. And that one's a little bit faster than that one is, but I guess my summary is that, you know, people get hurt all the time because their adrenaline gets pumping. They think they're fine, and they'll be racing, and everything happens. Like, you don't have time to think. Everything just happens, and it goes and goes and goes. And that's how people get hurt. They go too hard and try to push their limits to beat the person in front of them, and then they crash, and then that causes them to break, you know, their necks. I've seen a kid break his neck. I've seen him break their femurs. I've seen kids get care flighted out of motocross races. I personally broke my tailbone. Probably have gotten a concussion from motocross and soccer, and that's kind of like what causes people to really get hurt. It's just the little things that they miss, and you know, you turn the bars real hard and just boom, right on your face. But the reason why I think it's the most physically demanding sport is because you pull in your lever, your clutch lever, 400 times in a race, and this is 30-minute motos. And also one day you have a 10-minute practice, or it's like 8 minutes, and then you have your qualifying that's 10 minutes. You have your first moto that's 30 minutes, and your second moto that's 30 minutes. So it's about the same length as a football game, except for there's no breaks. There's none. Right when you step on that machine, you're not getting off. It's 30 minutes as fast as you can go, jumping 20 feet in the air, getting that thing going 85 miles an hour on dirt. And if you crash at 85, you know what that does to you. And that's pretty much it for my presentation. Just keeping you aware of the adrenaline can cause you to get hurt worse than what you actually are hurt. And then, you know, you also got to think about the physical demanding sport that people overlook. And that's pretty much it for my presentation. And that's, yeah, thank you. This is my props too. This is like my thing.